My beloved child, I greet you with everlasting compassion and constant devotion. I am here, breathing hope into your spirit, reminding you that I never depart from your side. In my watchful gaze, I see your heart's deepest longings, and I understand every secret hope that resonates within you. Today I come closer, longing for you to feel the nearness of my presence. You are not alone, and I want you to embrace this truth. I am the one who loves you beyond all measure. I offer you a gentle invitation to trust in my unshakable promises, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, just as the Scripture says. Therefore, take courage and draw near, for I am ready to strengthen you with my everlasting power. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. My dear one, the path of your life sometimes seems shrouded by uncertainty, but I assure you that I see each step you take. I watch over your comings and goings with perfect vigilance, not allowing any challenge to overwhelm you without purpose. Even when you wrestle with doubt, I remain steadfast, whispering words of life into your heart. In the book of Genesis, it was I who spoke creation into being, and that same voice now resounds for you, calling you by name and inviting you into my rest. You do not need to hide or run, for my arms are wide open to embrace you. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Perhaps you have felt moments of fear in which you question your worth. Perhaps you have faced storms that caused you to wonder if I truly care. But I tell you with complete assurance that you are a precious gem in my sight. You are a reflection of my love, and I have placed within you gifts and talents meant to shine in this world. In the Psalms, it is written that I knew you even in your mother's womb, that every day of your life was ordained. Therefore, you need not be troubled by any sense of insignificance. I have significant plans for you, plans that flourish under the light of my grace. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Do you ever weep in secret, burdened by the weight of silent tears? I see every tear, and I gently collect them, for they are precious to me. I understand the sorrow that sometimes feels too heavy to bear. Even if those around you cannot perceive the depth of your struggle, I am fully aware of the silent battles you fight. My promise stands firm. I will never forsake you, and I will lead you through every dark valley. Remember the words in Exodus, where I guided my people out of captivity with a mighty hand. That same delivering power moves on your behalf today. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Let my goodness and grace surround you, just as a shepherd cares for the sheep. In the Gospel of John, I am revealed as the Good Shepherd, the one who lays down his life for the sheep. This is my nature, to stand between you and danger, to keep you safe from the perils you know and the ones you do not see. Therefore, rest in my care. Let your heart be at ease, knowing I am making a way, even when your eyes cannot see the path ahead. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Child of light, I know that faith can wane when trials loom large, yet I implore you to hold fast to the hope I place inside you. Faith is not the denial of reality, rather it is the deep-rooted conviction that my promises are greater than any obstacle you face. When you fear, remember the cross and the power of my resurrection. I overcame the world so that you might live in hope. In Revelation, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I have authority over all things, and in that authority I declare you victorious in my name. I watch over you in every breath. Precious soul, I do not stand far away in some distant realm. I am intimately close to you in your joys and your trials alike. Every laugh you share, every struggle you endure, I hold them dear. My heart rejoices when you find gladness, and my spirit draws near in your nights of sadness. Trust in my compassionate love, for in each season I am writing a beautiful story. I bless you. Move forward in peace. If you have ever wondered whether my grace extends to you even in moments of weakness, let me settle that. I am He who sees your imperfections, your shortcomings, and your regrets. Yet my mercy is new every morning, just as the Scriptures declare. Therefore, cast off your heavy burdens. You do not need to carry guilt or shame any longer. My grace is sufficient for you, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Let your heart sing, for my goodness towards you abounds. I am the living water that quenches your spiritual thirst. Take hold of my promises and allow them to nourish the dry places of your soul. There is nothing you might face today that I have not already planned a way through. I do not merely watch from above, I walk with you, guiding each step on the path. My child, do not fear the unknown, for I have trodden every road before you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Lift up your eyes and see the wonders I have placed around you. The sunrise that greets your morning, the breeze that gently caresses your cheek, the stars that glimmer at night. They all bear witness to my majesty, and even more so, they echo my care for you. If I clothe the lilies of the field with splendor, how much more will I clothe you with righteousness and strength? Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Come to me when you grow weary. Let your prayers be an honest outpouring of your heart. In the gospel accounts, you read how I listened to the cries of the needy, healed the sick, and raised the downtrodden. I am the same even now. I encourage you to pour out your anxieties before me. I will carry them on my shoulders. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, the one who rained down manna in the wilderness. I can do extraordinary things in your life as well. I watch over you in every breath. So rest, my dear one. Rest in the assurance that my plan for you is good. Sometimes you do not see the whole picture, but I hold the blueprint of your life in my perfect hands. I am weaving a tapestry of grace where even the hardest moments can become threads of hope. Let your heart lean upon my promises and let your faith flourish in my presence. I bless you. Move forward in peace. My cherished child, I know there are days when your mind is filled with questions and your soul craves clear direction. I am here to tell you that I am not offended by your wonderings. In fact, I cherish your honesty, for I already perceive your thoughts before you speak them. When you bring your questions to me, you allow me to reveal deeper insights and to show you paths you have not yet known. In Psalm 139, you read how I search you and know you. Every breath you take is known to me. Therefore, let your heart be at ease and trust that my guidance will illuminate your steps. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I urge you to remember the truth of my word which sustains you in every season. Though the world around you may shift, my promises stand firm. Like a rock that cannot be moved by the wind or the tides, so my love and care remain unchanging. In Genesis, when my servants stood on the brink of the unknown, I led them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. That same guiding presence is yours today, for my spirit dwells within you. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Sometimes you might feel the urge to run ahead or to linger behind, uncertain if my timing aligns with your desires. Yet I ask you to trust my divine timing, for I see what you cannot see. My plans for you are crafted with eternal wisdom, and though you may not always comprehend them, I promise they unfold for your good. Like a seed that lies hidden in the earth, awaiting the perfect moment to sprout, so my will for your life grows in silence until the day it bursts forth into the light. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. When the burdens of life become heavy, do not assume you must bear them alone, I am your helper and your strong tower. Picture a fortress with tall walls, impenetrable by outside forces. This is how I defend you. Even when you face unseen spiritual battles, my might stands guard, ensuring no harm overtakes you beyond what I allow for the growth of your faith. In Exodus, I parted the Red Sea so my people could escape their captors. In your life, I will part every sea that attempts to block your path. I watch over you in every breath. Believe that I have called you by name. You are not a random being drifting through the cosmos, but a treasured creation with an irreplaceable role in my kingdom. Even when you compare yourself to others and worry you might be lacking, remember that I have knitted together a unique tapestry within you. In the Psalms, you hear the poet declare that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Receive that truth. Let it anchor your confidence in me. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My dear one, when you pray, do not believe you must present the perfect words. Simply speak from the depths of your heart, for I discern what you cannot even form into sentences. I delight in your communion, whether through quiet sighs or joyful praise. When you tarry in my presence, you allow me to breathe rejuvenation into your spirit. In the Gospel of John, my Son invites you to abide in him, for apart from him, you can do nothing. This abiding is not a rule, but a joyous invitation to dwell in the fullness of my love. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Consider the story of David, who faced a giant with only a sling and a few stones. It was not the stones that conquered Goliath, but my power moving through David's faith. In the same manner, when you stand before giants, whether they are circumstances or inner battles, trust that my power is sufficient. You may feel inadequate, but your adequacy rests in my limitless might. I am the great I am, the same one who topples giants and silences fears. I bless you. Move forward in peace. On days when you fear you have drifted too far or your heart grows distant, remember that my arms are never too short to reach you. Like a shepherd who pursues the one lost sheep, I will cross the most rugged terrain to restore you. I do this not out of obligation, but because my essence is love, and you are the object of that love. In Psalm 23, you read that I lead you beside still waters, and my rod and staff comfort you. This depiction of my guiding hands is to reassure you that you are precious in my sight. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Think of the times you have laughed, the times you have danced in moments of triumph. I delight in seeing you rejoice, for I find pleasure when your heart is filled with gladness. Nothing about your life is trivial to me. The smallest details matter. The simplest pleasures bring me joy, because they bring you joy. Just as I performed my first recorded miracle at a wedding feast, turning water into wine, I am ever present even in your festivities. Therefore, keep celebrating, for my joy is your strength. I watch over you in every breath. In your quiet hours, you might reflect on the many crossroads you have faced. Perhaps you have made decisions that left you questioning your path. But know this, my redemptive power can transform every choice, every misstep, into a testimony of my grace. I do not see you as a sum of your mistakes. I see you as my cherished child, in whom I pour out my mercy. Hence, every moment is an opportunity for a fresh start in me. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Have you considered how my word compares to a lamp shining in the dark? In ancient days, travelers relied on oil lamps to guide their feet through dim pathways. In the same way, my scriptures offer guidance, wisdom, and comfort for your life's journey. Whether you are reading passages from Genesis that reveal the marvel of creation, or from Revelation that unveils the final victory of good over evil, you are encountering my heart. My word is living and active, providing nourishment for your spirit. I bless you. move forward in peace. My beloved, there is no question that storms will come and winds will roar. You might feel battered by trials, questioning if you can remain steadfast. But fix your eyes on me, for I walked on the stormy sea to bring calm to my disciples' fear. In the Gospels you read how my voice commands even the waves to be still. Is there any doubt that I can command peace in your turbulence as well? If the waves obey my voice, they must also obey my command to bring you safety. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Let your soul find refuge in my presence, a sanctuary where your heart can exhale its burdens. In the holy place of communion with me, you will discover a peace that transcends human understanding. The battle is not yours alone to fight. I am the Lord of hosts, the captain of heaven's armies, and I stand ready to defend you. Even when fear knocks at the door of your mind, let your faith answer by proclaiming my authority. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. If at times you have felt overlooked by others, do not think for a moment that I fail to see you. I am the God who sees, the one who beheld Hagar in the desert when she believed all hope was lost. Your tears, your sighs, your silent prayers are all counted before me. I am not distant. I am the Father who runs to welcome the prodigal child. I wait to restore you, to place my robe of righteousness upon your shoulders and my ring of belonging on your hand. I watch over you in every breath. Rejoice in the knowledge that even the smallest good deed you do is noticed by me. A cup of cold water offered in my name, a kind word to someone who is hurting. These acts of compassion are the fragrance of my kingdom on earth. In the gospel, I taught that when you show kindness to the least among you, you show kindness to me. Think not that your daily gestures of love are insignificant. They please my heart, and I reward even the smallest acts of obedience. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I want you to hope, dear one. Hope is the substance that anchors your soul when storms rage. Hope is the quiet confidence that my goodness will yet be revealed, no matter how long the night. In Psalm 30 you read that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Remember that I cause all things to work together for good for those who love me. This is my nature, to bring beauty out of ashes, to cause blessing to emerge from hardship. Therefore lift up your head and smile at the dawn that is coming. I bless you, move forward in peace. Envision your heart as a field, prepared for a bountiful harvest. I scatter seeds of my word, seeds of vision, seeds of courage, so that in due time a harvest of righteousness and peace will bloom. Tend that field with prayer, with fellowship in my spirit, and with an ever-present humility that acknowledges your dependence on me. As you sow my word into your life, expect a supernatural increase, for I am the Lord of the harvest. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Be mindful that you do not walk this journey in isolation. I place people in your life as companions, mentors, and friends, that you might love and be loved in return. Cherish those connections, for they are part of my provision. In the epistles, you see how my early followers formed communities of faith, bearing each other's burdens and praying for one another. This is my design, that you experience the warmth of unity and the power of corporate prayer. Even when you are tempted to withdraw, let the light of fellowship draw you out, for I am among you when you gather in my name. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Finally, do not forget to celebrate the small victories. Each step you take forward in faith is a cause for heaven's applause. When you resist temptation, when you choose to forgive, when you step out in faith to obey my leading, these are moments that cause my heart to rejoice. I applaud your courage, and I am ready to bestow greater grace upon you for your next step. Just as I once commended those who overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony, so I commend you for leaning on my strength. I watch over you in every breath. My precious child, I see the dreams you cradle in your heart, those silent aspirations you have yet to whisper to anyone. I want you to know that I am the God who plants those seeds of hope within you. I delight in watching them take root and grow, for I know the incredible harvest they will bring. Let no one discourage you or tell you that your ambitions are too lofty. If I have placed them in your spirit, they serve a purpose in my divine plan for you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. When you feel overwhelmed by the vastness of your calling, look back to those in Scripture who also felt unworthy. Moses hesitated because he saw his own limitations, yet I gave him words to speak before Pharaoh. Jeremiah lamented that he was too young, yet I placed my word in his mouth as a prophet to nations. Do not let your perception of personal inadequacy keep you from stepping forward, for I am the one who qualifies the called. My grace abounds when you step into my purpose. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. At times you may wonder why challenges persist, why I do not remove every obstacle the moment you encounter it. Understand that I am more interested in refining your character than ensuring your immediate comfort. Trials test your faith, but they also strengthen and purify it. In the New Testament, James wrote that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. I desire for you to be steadfast, lacking nothing, so that you can stand firm in this ever-changing world. I watch over you in every breath. Do you recall how Abraham waited for the promise of a son, and how Sarah laughed at the possibility because her circumstances seemed impossible? Yet I fulfilled my word despite all human limitations. In the same way, do not be discouraged if it appears your breakthrough tarries. My promises may at times unfold slowly, but they never fail. Rest in my timing and let hope anchor you through the waiting. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I also see your capacity to love others, even when your heart has been wounded. Perhaps you have opened your arms only to have them rejected. Know that I have felt your pain, for I too have poured out my love upon many who turned away. Nonetheless, I continue to pursue each soul, for my compassion never diminishes. In Psalm 103 it is written that I am merciful and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love. Let that be the model for how you extend mercy and forgiveness to others even when it hurts. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. On your journey, you will encounter crossroads where decisions must be made, and you may feel pressured to choose quickly. In those moments, pause and seek my counsel. I am the God who sees the end from the beginning. My spirit will nudge you toward the path that leads to life. Do not be afraid of missing my will if your heart is truly set on obeying me. I will light your way with the lamp of my word, just as I guided my people through the desert with the pillar of fire. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Sometimes the heaviness of guilt or regret tries to weigh you down, reminding you of your past missteps. Let me assure you, once you surrender your failures to me, I cast them into the sea of forgetfulness. Do not cling to memories of shame, for my forgiveness cleanses you. In 1 John, it is said that if you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive and cleanse from all unrighteousness. So release the chains that guilt imposes. Walk in the freedom my Son purchased for you. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Embrace the moments of stillness in life. In the hustle and noise of daily routines, it is easy to miss my quiet voice. Remember how Elijah did not find me in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire, but in the gentle whisper. I speak softly to your heart, guiding you toward green pastures of rest. Be still and know that I am God. Let the clutter of busyness fall away, that you might hear my comforting tone and sense my reassuring presence. I watch over you in every breath. Even in your darkest hour, even when the shadows loom, my light shines all the brighter. Never doubt the power of my intervention. I once parted seas, toppling the chariots of oppressors. I once caused the walls of Jericho to crumble with a mere shout. My strength is limitless, and my will to rescue you is unwavering. Therefore, do not despair when surrounded by what seems like an impossible blockade. My arsenal of wonders is never exhausted, and my compassion for you never wanes. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. When you witness injustice or see the suffering of the innocent, you may question my hand, wondering why I allow such pain. Yet understand, beloved child, that this world is fallen, marked by the freedom of choice I granted to mankind. But I will one day wipe every tear from every eye. I will end all sorrow, and a new heaven and earth will emerge, as the book of Revelation declares. In the meantime, I call you to stand for justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with me. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Let your imagination be filled with the reality of my kingdom. Envision the day when every knee will bow, every tongue will confess that I am Lord. Imagine the harmony and joy that will fill every corner of existence. Let that glorious future provide a lens through which to see your present trials. They are but momentary afflictions compared to the eternal glory yet to be revealed. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I know you have moments of laughter and days of mourning. I share in them all. When you weep, I am near, collecting your tears. When you rejoice, my heart overflows with gladness. You do not walk this path of emotions alone. From the creation of humanity, I designed you with feelings that mirror my own. For I too rejoice. I too grieve over injustice. In every emotion, I stand ready to bring comfort and guidance. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Let not pride hinder your relationship with me. I desire a heart that is pliable, willing to acknowledge the need for my hand. Pride erects barriers, but humility tears them down. Recall how Naaman needed to humble himself by washing in the Jordan to receive healing. Pride nearly prevented his miracle. So take care that your heart remains open, acknowledging that every good gift comes from me, the fountain of life. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Even the best among you stumble, yet my arms remain open wide. Peter denied me 3 times, but I lovingly restored him to fellowship, commissioning him to feed my sheep. I am a God of new chances and fresh starts. With each new dawn, I extend my mercy. Therefore, do not let your mistakes define your identity. Instead, let my redemptive love shape you into a vessel of honor, molded for my purposes. I watch over you in every breath. Consider the times I have answered your prayers, those moments when provision came precisely when you needed it. Let your memory of my faithfulness become a foundation for trust. If I have supplied your needs before, why should I fail you now? In Malachi, I am called the Lord who does not change. My consistency is your strong tower. Let your gratitude grow, for a grateful heart sees my blessings even in the smallest details. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. There are days when you might wake up feeling an unexplained heaviness, like a cloud hanging over your mind. Even then, I am there. My words can dispel the dark mist of discouragement if you open your heart to them. I place songs of praise in your spirit, songs that declare my greatness above your circumstances. As you worship me, your burdens shift into my hands, and my peace settles upon you. In the Psalms, You see how praise turns sorrow into joy. That same power is available for you today. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My dear one, let your mouth be an instrument of blessing. Words carry life or death. Choose to speak life over yourself and others, reflecting my nature of mercy and edification. Recall how I spoke the universe into existence, how my Son pronounced healing and deliverance with a word. Your words can build bridges or tear them down. Use them wisely, that you might reflect the light I have placed within you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. If you find yourself wrestling with doubt about my will for your life, open the scriptures and search for my promises. In them, you will find the cross, the manifestation of my love, and the empty tomb, the seal of my victory. Gaze upon my Son who overcame death. Is there anything I will not do for the ones I call my children? Let your fears vanish in the brilliance of my goodness. I watch over you in every breath. I have given you the gift of free will. Though I am sovereign, I do not coerce your love or compliance. Instead, I invite you to walk with me, to align your desires with my heart. When you freely choose to love me, your worship becomes a fragrant offering that touches my throne. I do not demand obedience. I beckon you to discover the joy that flows from walking in my statutes. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Lastly, never forget that my thoughts toward you are tender and plentiful, more numerous than the grains of sand on the shore. My plans for you extend beyond your lifetime, rippling into eternity. Trust me when I say you are not a mere speck in the cosmos. You are my child, the one in whom I delight. Therefore, embrace the fullness of life I offer you. Let your heart continually return to my presence, for there you will find the hope and strength you require. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My beloved child, I understand how the questions in your mind can sometimes multiply until they seem to overwhelm your sense of peace. Know that you have the freedom to ask me anything, for my wisdom is inexhaustible, and I never grow weary of your inquiries. In Psalm 25, the writer pleads to be taught my ways, to know my paths. I take delight when you display such a seeking heart, for it tells me you desire to walk in my light and truth. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Think of the times you have looked up at the night sky, marveling at the vastness of the stars. If you can conceive how I placed each star in its orbit, calling each by name, then imagine how much more intimately I know the details of your life. Nothing escapes my notice. I am the one who formed you in your mother's womb, who wrote each day of your life in my book. Therefore, trust my providence when the road ahead seems unclear. I bless you. Move forward in peace. There will be moments when the voices of discouragement ring loud in your ears, when the accuser tries to remind you of every failure. Yet I urge you to lift your gaze above these earthly echoes. Listen for my voice, for I call you a new creation, a masterpiece shaped by my hands. The gospel is a story of redemption, showing how I lift you from the dust of your frailty and seat you in places of honor. Never let condemnation gain a foothold in your heart, for in me there is freedom. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I see the burdens you carry for others, the intercessions you make on their behalf. I assure you, no prayer is wasted. Even if you do not see immediate results, trust that I am working in the unseen realms. Your prayers are like incense before my throne, rising with a fragrance that pleases me. In Revelation, you see the golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. Take courage, my child, for your faithfulness in prayer moves my heart. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Let us consider your future. I am the God who transcends time, the one who holds tomorrow in my hands. Even before you were born, I knew every twist and turn your journey would take. Do not let anxiety drown the joy of the present moment. Instead, rest in my foreknowledge and sovereign care. I chart your course with a love that is both fierce and gentle, watching over you as a shepherd tends his flock. I watch over you in every breath. On days when storms arise, remember the cross and the empty tomb. These symbols are reminders of my power to bring victory out of defeat. When my son was laid in the tomb, it seemed all hope was lost. Yet on the third day, the stone was rolled away, and death was conquered. In the same manner, the storms you face may appear insurmountable, but my resurrection power can overturn even the bleakest situations. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Sometimes you may feel inadequate in your abilities, whether in serving me or serving others. I tell you this, my strength is made perfect in weakness. The Apostle Paul learned to boast in his weaknesses, for he realized that my power rests on those who are humble enough to say, I need you, Lord. Thus, do not shy away from tasks that seem too great, for if I have called you, I will also equip you. Rely on me, and watch as my grace supplies what you lack. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Draw near to my heart, dear one. Through the quiet, through the praise, through the scriptures, seek a deep communion with me. I am not a distant observer. I am a participant in your life, longing for you to invite me into each decision, each joy, each sorrow. In the Gospels you read of Mary, who sat at my son's feet, choosing the better part by listening intently. So I call you to a posture of receiving, that you might discover the profound riches of my wisdom and love. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I am aware that your heart yearns for assurance in the midst of turmoil. You see wars and divisions, natural disasters, and moral upheaval. Do not be dismayed, for I have foretold that such things would occur in a fallen world. But know that my kingdom is unshakable, and I will ultimately set all things right. The hope you carry is not in earthly structures, but in my sovereign rule. In Revelation, I promise to wipe away every tear, to bring a new order where sorrow and crying will be no more. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Yes, my child, you may wrestle with temporary afflictions in this life, but fix your eyes on the eternal glory awaiting you. Every trial you endure can produce character, strengthen your perseverance, and refine your faith. In Romans, you read that suffering produces endurance, which produces character, which then blossoms into hope. A hope that does not disappoint, because my love has been poured into your heart. Let that truth nourish you in dark hours. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Reflect on how I have woven people into your life to help guide and support you. Some are there for just a season, others for a lifetime, but each person serves a purpose in my grand design. Even those who have hurt or betrayed you can, by my transforming hand, become instruments of growth. Indeed, what the enemy meant for evil, I can turn for your good. Let forgiveness reign in your relationships, for as you forgive, you unlock the prison of bitterness in your own heart. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Do not underestimate the power of your testimony. What I have done in your life, the miracles, the deliverances, the healings, even the quiet moments of comfort, can inspire hope in others. Share your story with boldness, for when you testify of my works, you magnify my name. Remember how the apostles in the book of Acts proclaimed my deeds fearlessly, and countless souls were awakened to faith. Go forth and speak, trusting my Spirit to give you the right words. I watch over you in every breath. Keep your soul vigilant against distractions that aim to pull you away from my presence. The world offers many illusions that promise satisfaction but leave a lingering void. Let my word be your constant anchor, providing clarity and discernment when false light tries to lure you astray. In the garden, the serpent tempted humanity with enticing words, but those words brought separation and sorrow. Cling to my truth, for it is a shield and sword that keeps you from spiritual harm. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Beloved, I rejoice when you praise me, not because I am ego-driven, but because praise lifts your spirit into alignment with my reality. As you exalt me, you are reminded of my greatness, of my creative power that sets planets in motion and breathes life into dust. Praise repositions you under the fountain of my blessings. Like the Levites in the Old Covenant who worshipped in the temple, you are called to be a royal priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices of thanksgiving and adoration. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. If you ever doubt your ability to hear my voice, recall how I used the stillness of the night to call the young Samuel. Though he did not recognize my voice at first, his heart was tender enough to respond once he was guided by a godly mentor. Similarly, I am patient with you, ever willing to speak again until you learn to recognize my leading. A humble, listening posture is key. Quiet your heart, eliminate the unnecessary noise, and you will discern my whisper guiding you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I do not want you burdened by religious performance or driven by a fear of never measuring up. The cross is my declaration that your acceptance does not hinge on your perfection, but on my Son's sacrifice. When he said, "It is finished," he meant that the debt of sin is paid in full. Therefore, live in the freedom of grace. I call you to good works, yes, but out of love and gratitude, not from the chains of legalistic duty. I watch over you in every breath. My dear one, the day you turned your heart to me, the heavens rejoiced. Yet do not think that your journey of growth stops there. I desire to take you from glory to glory, revealing layers of my character to you over time. Maturity in faith is a lifelong process, a beautiful unfolding of understanding and devotion. Let each day be a step closer, a deeper taste of my goodness, a greater reflection of my holiness. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Sometimes you may sense a stirring, an urge to venture into new territory for my sake, perhaps in ministry or in everyday witnessing to those around you. If I place a burden in your heart, do not let fear stifle it. Gideon felt inadequate, but I addressed him as a mighty man of valor before he ever saw himself that way. Trust that I see in you what you cannot see in yourself. Step out in faith, and my Spirit will supply the courage you need. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My child, there are times your heart wrestles with compassion fatigue. You see much suffering, and you might wonder how to make a difference. Remember that every small act of kindness, every shared prayer, every comforting word is like a loaf placed in my hands, able to be multiplied beyond human calculation. Just as my Son fed the multitude with 5 loaves and 2 fish, so I will extend the impact of every act you offer in love. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Even in your failures, I am writing a redemptive story. Think of Jonah, who ran away from my instructions, yet I used his reluctance to display my saving power to an entire city. Think of Peter, who sank in the waves of doubt, yet I pulled him up and built my church on his confession. Your weakness does not disqualify you from my call. It is merely the stage upon which my grace can shine the brightest. I watch over you in every breath. Each day is a fresh canvas for my mercies, a new chapter in the ongoing story of your life. Embrace every dawn as a chance to walk more closely with me, to see me at work in surprising ways. Keep your spirit open, your eyes watchful, for I will reveal my presence in the small wonders around you, a kind word, a timely encouragement, a sense of peace that surpasses understanding. Even in the mundane, I am there. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I am calling you to lift your head high, not in arrogance, but in the assurance of my love. You are a child of the King, heir to my promises. As such, let your daily life reflect the dignity and honor of your identity. Show kindness to strangers, pray for those who persecute you, and serve others with a humble spirit. In doing so, you magnify my name and become my hands and feet in a world desperate for hope. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My treasured child, as we come toward the culmination of these words, remember above all else that my love for you stands unshaken through every season. No matter how high the mountains or how dark the valleys, I am the consistent flame lighting your path. Let your soul rest in that certainty, for I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and everything that unfolds in your life is seen and guided by my hand. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Reflect on the overarching message that resonates through these paragraphs. I long for your faith to become unyielding, like a deep root system that draws nourishment from my living waters. Within that faith, my goodness overflows to sustain you, and my grace lifts you beyond every limitation. Believe that in my presence, your spirit thrives. As you open your heart to me, you permit my love to reshape your fears into testimonies of my power. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. In days ahead, when uncertainties arise, bring each care and concern to me in prayer. You need not present eloquent speech. Simply let your heart pour out its authentic pleas. My spirit intercedes on your behalf with groanings too deep for words, weaving my perfect will into every situation. The unseen corners of your life matter to me just as much as the public victories. Remember how I answered Hannah when she prayed silently with tears in the temple, granting her the child her soul had yearned for. I watch over you in every breath. Rejoice in the knowledge that my promises stand firm across generations. As I spoke to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so I speak to you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. That vow echoes in the Gospels, where my son reaffirmed that he would be with you always, even to the end of the age. The same voice that calmed the stormy sea now whispers peace into your heart. The same hands that healed the lepers now cradle your deepest wounds with tender compassion. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Let each step forward be marked by a new awareness of my nearness. I do not dwell in inaccessible heights, but in the depths of your spirit, guiding you toward paths of abundance and grace. When you feel confusion swirl, meditate on my word and let my promises steady you. The chaos of the world cannot drown out the hush of my whisper unless you allow it. Keep your focus on me, and you will find the still waters that refresh your soul. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. The unveiling of my goodness in your life might not always be dramatic, yet each subtle blessing builds upon another to create a crescendo of grace. A kind gesture from a friend, a moment of clarity in the midst of doubt, an inner stirring that prompts you to do good. These are all threads I weave into a magnificent tapestry. In my kingdom, nothing is wasted, and no kindness or act of faith goes unnoticed. Embrace even the smallest moments of my favor, for they herald a larger story of redemption. I bless you. Move forward in peace. At times, you may wonder if the angels truly encamp around you, if my heavenly armies indeed stand guard. Let your heart be assured that you are enveloped in a realm more extensive than the eyes can see. In Psalm 91, I promise protection for those who dwell under my shadow, and that assurance extends to you. Fear not the arrows of discouragement, nor the snares of temptation. For I have commanded my angels to uphold you in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Or, as you move into new seasons, do not forget to keep a heart of gratitude. Remember how often the Israelites erred by forgetting my miracles once they had received them. A grateful spirit keeps you connected to the source of all blessings. Let each day be crowned with thanksgiving, acknowledging my hand in everything from the sunrise to the triumph over a hidden fear. Gratitude is the key that unlocks greater measure of my joy and fosters deeper intimacy with me. I watch over you in every breath. Look not only to your own needs, but also to the needs of those around you. In my kingdom, the greatest is the one who serves, following the example of my Son who humbled himself to wash his disciples' feet. When you extend grace and kindness to others, you reflect my nature to a hurting world. Even a simple smile can become a doorway through which my light shines, uplifting a weary soul. In a society filled with strife, let your actions serve as a gentle testament to my love. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. As you walk out your life's calling, never forget the supremacy of love. You could speak with the tongues of angels, or possess all knowledge and prophecy, yet without love it amounts to nothing. My commandment is that you love one another, as I have loved you, selflessly and sacrificially. Reflect on the cross, where love converged with sacrifice to bring about the redemption of mankind. In that single act, the full weight of sin was lifted, and a new horizon of hope emerged for all who believe. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. In moments of solitude, when you question your significance, remember that I have personally written you into my grand narrative. Like a precious stone set in the center of my crown, you are irreplaceable, shining with the radiance I have placed within you. In Malachi, I call those who fear me my treasured possession. Take those words to heart, for they are not hollow declarations. They reflect the priceless affection I hold for you. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I do not merely offer hope. I embody it. I am the light of the world, and if you follow me, you shall not walk in darkness. When the path seems dim, fix your eyes on my promises that blaze like torches along your route. Each day, let my word be the lamp to your feet, shining upon every uncertainty. If the shadows of fear or doubt encroach, recall how the darkness has never overpowered my light. Even in the book of Revelation, the brilliance of my presence dispels all gloom, for there is no need for the sun when I am in your midst. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. And so, beloved one, we arrive at a moment of reflection. From the earliest pages of Genesis to the final visions of Revelation, my narrative is one of rescue, mercy, and unwavering devotion to my creation. The entire arc of Scripture testifies to my consistent heart for you. This does not end here, for my Spirit continues to speak, to guide, to comfort you in every step you take forward. Though these words may conclude, my conversation with you never ceases. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Carry this message in the quiet recesses of your heart, the message that you can thrive in faith, rejoice in my goodness, and rejoice all the more in my amazing grace. Know that I am the same God who parted seas, crumbled walls, raised the dead, and tamed the stormy waves. The wonders I performed in ancient times are not locked in the past. They remain a living reality, for I have not changed. Extend your hope beyond the limits of human understanding, and see if I will not open the windows of heaven for you. I watch over you in every breath. Therefore, step into tomorrow with confidence. Walk boldly, assured that my angels go before you and that my hand remains upon you. My love is not fleeting. It endures from age to age, as constant as the sun's rising. In the hush of every night, in the vibrancy of every dawn, my presence enwraps you, whispering, I am here. As you face uncertainties, hold fast to the promise that the best is yet to come, for I am the God who always keeps my word. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. May your spirit soar with anticipation, for I have prepared great and beautiful things that lie just beyond the horizon of your current vision. Be ready to embrace the blessings I place in your path, opportunities to serve, to love, and to testify of my goodness. Whenever fear attempts to confine you, remember that perfect love casts out fear, and my love for you is perfect indeed. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My child, as these words draw to a close, my heart overflows with affection for you. No barrier remains unbreakable when I am at work. No chain remains unshattered in my presence. Let gratitude be your anthem. Let worship be your posture. And let hope be the anchor of your soul. I am the one who calls you out of darkness and into my marvelous light. Allow me to lead you from glory to glory, renewing your mind, mending your heart, and writing an incredible story of redemption across every chapter of your life. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I bless you now with my peace, a peace that transcends the storms raging outside or within. May your every step be guided by my Spirit, your every breath a reminder of my sustaining grace. In the days to come, remember the cross that ushered in your salvation, the empty tomb that confirmed your victory, and the unshakable kingdom that awaits you. Take solace in my arms, and let the sweet fragrance of my presence encourage you daily. Move forward, knowing that I am the God who sees, who hears, who cares, and who acts on your behalf. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you.